Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, Skull Army and friends. It's here, it's finally here, Season 16 to the skies. Let's do this, guys. We're on Captain.Borealis. We are back, and we are back with Season 16 to the skies. Skull Army and friends, I am super excited to dive on in and try this out. We're starting the season off with a video instead of a live stream. Once again, sleep, you have won again, my friend, until next season. But I figured we would do things right. We'd get a video to essentially show the starting path that I am taking with my Captain.Borealis account. And we are starting with Captain.Borealis due to the fact that I did finish Legendary 1 last season. So our starting rank for Season 16 is already rank 15 with 1 star. After collecting all my chests from the get-go, we've got 266 unlock tokens, 4,785,000 of the upgrade tokens. So this is where things get interesting, because I don't want to get stuck in 2 or ER gameplay, and I really don't want to get stuck in 3 ER gameplay, but I have a feeling there will be a little bit of 3 ER gameplay to dabble around with. So we've got some chests to collect here, and we've got to get moving here. So right off the bat, guys, on Borealis, I believe we are going to skip the machine guns, and we are going to skip bullet, and we are going to push right through to 3 ER. Before we do that, there's some very standard upgrades we need to do, with of course your landing crafts being the main. You definitely want to max those out there. Of course, your flares, it's always good to get those to about tick 3 right off the bat there. 11 seconds is good. 20 seconds might be a little bit too much, at least right off the bat here. I believe cannons are going to be a very good defense in slowing down the rocket chopper, so we're going to bring those 1 tick away from max. This is free gunboat energy with the gunboat here, so you know what, I'm not going to max out right away, but we are going to bring it right to tick 3. Now we got to keep going here, so I do need some troop health here. I know that's going to help me out, at least with my rocket choppers and my seekers here, so we are going to bring that right to 50% here. We're still 25 tokens shy. You know what, we might as well keep going for the gunboat here, and you know what, it's fairly cheap to max that out, and it does give us enough of the tech level points to progress to the 3rd engine room. So we are going to unlock that 3rd ER just like that, my friends. We're not going to place it yet. We will continue right back to the tech tree, because this is where you've got to ask yourself, which path do I want to take after the Zookas here? Do I want to go top path, troop damage, shocks, boom cannon, sparky even, or do I want to go bottom here and go boom mine, building health, critters, and gunboat energy? And you know what, as juicy as a lot of that top path looks, I think I am going to take the top path, and we're going to bring it right back down to the bottom. So after Zookas, we're going to go troop damage, then we will go shocks, then we're going to go mortars, we're going to pick up those seekers, go right down to building health, follow that up with critters, and it does look like with that path as of now, we are gunboat energy, and now we should actually be able to unlock the 4th ER on video here. I hope so. I mean, it's 65 tokens. We've got 4 chests to pick up. That's if we do get all 4 of our chests. I think I do want to max out the rocket chopper. Heavies, I'm going to leave those at where they are right now. Seekers, I think I do want to invest in my Seekers here. I know these guys are going to be absolutely savage. I did not pick up boom mines, but I know they are going to be a problem. That troop damage, I definitely want to build that up as well here. Shocks, I'm not going to worry about that too much. Building health, no, we've got troop health there. Building health, I think we'll leave as it is. Critters will leave as it is. Gunboat energy will leave as it is. So you know what, actually, let's upgrade the mortar to tick 4, just so we have some more defenses to play around with. So here we go, guys. Unfortunately, it looks like we do have to get stuck in a little bit of the 3 ER meta here, but I am just going to line up my engine rooms as such. I really don't know the best way to do this, but there we go. Okay, so let's go cannons. I don't even know what I should be putting in that choke point there. We don't even have any mines. I think we're gonna leave it like that. Let's get sniper here. Let's get sniper here, and then once again, I think we'll go mortar, mortar, mortar. You know what? We'll bring another one right over here. And just for S and giggles, you know what? We'll block the choke point with our trophies here. So, all right, Skull Army and friends, take a look at that right now. Nothing too spectacular. We do got max rocket choppers. We do got max seekers. I think I'm going to try some split attacks here, depending on what we run into. But we're jumping in for the first couple battles. Let's do this. And these look absolutely savage, man. Holy smokes. Thank God we've got seekers. I think I'm just going to legitimately go full seeker here and see how well this works out here. Now, we do got shocks out as well, and I think that is really, really cool. So I think I'm just going to cycle a shock right over here, pin down that boom cannon. Remember, Skull Army and friends, we did max out that troop damage very early as well. Now, I'm wondering if I want to shock. I do want to shock again. We got a lot of gunboat energy here, so I think we are going to follow up with a shock point right over here. We'll pin down some of that splash damage. Seeker's doing an excellent job over here. I think we'll follow up with one more shock right over here, and I think we'll get a critter box right over here. So Seekers are making their way to the final ER. I think we are definitely going to lose that first one, 326. I know my opponent did start after me. I'm curious to see what my opponent did as well. But first battle of the season with Captain Borealis, and we just brought that 14 to 15 here. So definitely 327 is not going to be fast enough. 329 is on the faster. And what did my friend do over here? I'm wondering if that was all Seekers. No, it was split with Sparky. Okay, you know what? I got to give myself some extra time here. Let's go. Let's try ER over here. Let's go mortar. And let's go cannon. All right, there we go. Now let's see if that full seeker drop works even better. Next battle, Skull Army, we are diving on in. Remember, do not forget to leave a like on today's video. If you are new and you are digging this content, crush that subscribe button, ring that bell, and yes, stay notified for when I go live and upload awesome Boom Beach content. Let's do this, guys. Okay, this looks pretty savage here, but I think we're just gonna go 1-2. I think we're gonna go critter, just to be on the safe side. Get everybody else out to play right now. I really hope these Seekers drop that ER quick so these guys just keep traveling up the top path. And that is exactly what they are doing, thank God. I'm a little bit concerned about these mines, but it looks like they are holding their own. We're going to drop a shock right there, pin down the machine gun, pin down the flamethrower. I think we'll get a critter box. No, and I think we're going to keep shocking. We'll shock right over here. And I think we'll follow up with another shock right over here. It definitely looks like the rocket choppers are going to be playing a much more important part than going full seeker here. So after going full seeker, I don't think we're going to win that one at 322, but we are collecting our chests. We are trying to push to 4th engine room. So let's see how well we did here against Keith. 45-64 in 2 seconds. Not bad. So I think we can definitely get better on that there. 2 seconds loss. Still looking for our first dub of the season here. We're reloading. We're jumping right back in at the same time, too, Skull Army. We are chest collecting here. So look at this. I think we're going to play this one full seeker. So we've got the drop. Let's go 1 critter and let's go 2 critter. That should be enough right there, at least to open up enough of the mines to keep my Seekers alive, to keep them moving. And luckily, we've only got a handful of, it almost looks like my layout here. Single shot defenses and just the mortars there. This guy's already popped one of my engine rooms. We're going to cycle a shock right here. We'll pin down the cannon. We'll pin down some of the mortars there. We'll go for another shock. Looks like our time is looking a little bit faster here. Hopefully it will be fast enough to secure the dub, and we will finish that attack with a 328. That would have been enough to secure the dub on the last battle there. We've got my Chinese character friend. I think his 14 did turn to 15. 334. Wow. So definitely a wake-up call this season. A Skull Army and friends. Let's take another look here. Split attack, dropping the Seekers. Yeah, I think this is definitely how we're going to get it done. I'm going to drop some of those rocket choppers as well. It's funny how you learn from watching your opponent's replay. So I think we will add some rocket choppers into the mix here. Let's go 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got the 3 Seekers. We've got the 5 rocket choppers. Hopefully that will work much better to our liking. We're jumping in for the next opponent here, farming our chest, hopefully trying to get enough here to go for engine room. Okay, so this one I like. Let's go our 3 Seekers. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to drop those choppers right over here. So far we're looking good. I think we're going to get ready to flare directly across, and we're going to flare directly across. Pretty dope right there. We got some shock points coming up here. Now remember, guys, 11-second flare, so I think we will have to follow up again. Let's get a shock point right over here. Seekers are still actually making their way around the bend. I'm actually quite impressed with that. So we'll get another shock point right over here. I'm wondering if they'll actually make it to the engine room. It looks like we've got a handful of them actually making it there. That's quite impressive. We're going to follow up with a flare. I probably should have followed up with that flare just a little bit earlier, but the Seekers will bring that down, and we will finish this one with a 324. That was quite the nastier looking layout. This is pretty much exactly why I want to get my butt right out of 3 ER gameplay, but looks like my opponent will finish with a 332, and this is going to continue to be the norm until I farm those chests to get enough to go for engine room. So here we go, Skull Army and friends. Next battle, maybe our split attack will work a little bit better here. And this one just looks absolutely savage. I'm so looking forward to trying this. I love how stacked these ERs are looking already at 3, which tells me it's going to put a lot of people behind on their way to 4 and 5. So I'm okay with losing these early battles to get ahead down the road here. So once again, we're going to do that same drop here. We are going to go 1, 2, 3. Let's bring out the choppers. We're going to go directly right over here. Let's go critter here. Cycle the shock. And I think we're going to flare directly up top right now. I don't know if those Seekers are going to make it. We're going to have to follow up with another shock point here. This guy's got his defenses spread out very nicely, and this might actually be our first legitimate fizzle. I know our Seekers just fizzled right there, and our chopper is going down as well. So clearly not how I wanted the season to start here, but unfortunately, my friends, it is the way she goes, especially with some of these disgusting looking layouts. This is just slowly putting me more behind to get those chests there. We only picked up 1 ER on that attack right there. I really don't know how this is taking Perchinka here. Persinka this long. You're going in with heavy Zuka, bro. My Lanta. That is confidence in your layout. We probably should have gone full Seeker, just cleared the mines and shocked accordingly. It's crazy how you can't guarantee it. But shout out to Persinka here. This guy definitely, or this woman, or this man definitely has a lot of faith in the layout there. So we're losing like crazy here, but we're also trying our best to collect our chests to have enough to go for ER. Next battle, guys. Let's see exactly what we're dealing with. Okay, this looks more doable. This looks much more doable. So let's go directly flare the ER. We'll drop 1 critter, 2 critter, and we're going to directly flare up top right now. Hopefully get those rocket choppers moving. Follow up with another flare at the ER. If we lose 1 rocket chopper on the way, I'm totally okay with that. Let's cycle a shock here. Nice! Nailed it on time. Seekers should be making it. Now we're synchronizing on both ERs at once here. Seekers doing good. Rocket Chopper's doing good. And I think that was my actual first win of the season right there. Fingers crossed, Skull Army. We got Frank happy here. How well did we do, my friends? Let's take a look. And no, Frank happy just as quick there. So it looks like we will get a draw here, but we're not losing the stars. I'm totally okay with that. And we are picking up another chest here, getting us that much closer to 4th ER, guys. Looks like we are at 42, 2 more chests, and we are going to be there, guys. 2 more chests, and we are going to be there. Next opponent. Okay, pretty much looking like what we've been dealing with, so let's go like this. And remember, we're just gonna flare directly up top here. Let's get a critter box here, follow up with another flare, and I think we're gonna cycle a shock directly on the boom cannon and some of these other nasty defenses. Critters are finally making it. Rocket Chopper's doing a great job. I would love to get another shock here to pin down these boom cannons. We will be able to pin down the boom cannon. Looks like we're at 334 right now as the Seekers are making it to the top left engine room. Rocket Chopper, 1 Rocket Chopper actually making it as well, and we will finish with a 329. I'm like super impressed that one of those RCs actually made their way across the bend here. We got Yusuf FCB. I think my friend did beat me. 332. These players are absolutely savage, my friends. I think we're definitely going to drop a whole rank on video here, but we are pushing, my friends. We are pushing for that 4th engine room. This is the meta. This is the ER layout that I definitely do not want to get stuck in. And look at this right here. I think we are going to go like this. We'll drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to directly flare up here. We're going to drop 3 boats of Seekers. We'll get 1 critter, 2 critter. We will follow up with a flare, and we will have to cycle a shock. All right, now we're going to leave it because we will actually be able to ping pong those rocket choppers right over here. We're going to ping pong them right now. Excellent job bringing down that ER. We've got Seekers making their way. Seekers, wrong engine room. I repeat, Seekers, wrong engine room. We're going to directly flare over there, so that might be a nice little glitch to keep in mind, that when you drop the Seekers, if the ER is lined up right over here, I think the Seekers will directly target that one. I definitely don't think that we are going to win with a 328 on that one right there. Let's see how my Chinese character friend is doing. Yeah, 333. These players are a savage here. I don't think I'm going to actually be able to secure those times with this layout here, but this is what I do want to try. I want to bring that ER down here. I want to move this guy over here. Once again, I know my D really isn't going to do much for me. It's all about collecting those chests until we do have enough to go for ER. Make sure my cannons are spread out. I don't want them to be shockable. Okay, once again, I think they are shockable, but that's okay. We're going to give it a go here. There's really not much we can do, guys. We've got at least, it looks like 10 more ERs to collect here to go for engine room. We've got my next opponent. Look at this. This actually looks pretty fun. I think, you know what? I think we're going to go full rocket chopper on this one. This might actually be our first dub of the season here. Let's see how well we do. Okay, we're going to go right up top. Let's drop a critter box. Let's follow up with a shock point. And let's Hail Mary flare the last. What's crazy, the second you line it up, you're already cycling the next shock point here. Rocket choppers are in position. Definitely going to be a fast time with 337. And I think due to my opponent's layout here, I think that will be enough to secure the dub here. Oh, come on, bro. Is that really going to be your name here? I am uploading this video, so Supercell will be seeing that right there. And we do get the dub, and we do get the first win of the day. Boom goes the Dynamite. I'm happy with that one right there, guys. We got the win. We got the win right there. We're picking up a chest, and as of now, we are 7 ERs away from 4 ER gameplay here. So let's go right back in here. So that layout was definitely asking for it. By the looks of it, I think we will have to do 2 more battles here to secure. And look at what we're dealing with here. I think we'll get that split attack going on. Let's go 4 and 4 actually, because if I can actually split drop these Seekers and make this work, keep the rocket choppers alive, this will work out very well. So let's go. We're gonna flare first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to delay drop these 2 guys. We're going to follow up with a flare. Cycle 1 shock, cycle 2 shocks. Once again, looking good. Rocket choppers are making it. We're going to follow up with a flare to the final ER just to be on the safe side. Cycle a shock point right now, pin down the machine guns, pin down the flame thrower. Seekers are in position. It's absolutely insane how effective that early TD is. And 332 on that one. I think my drop Skull Army was much more effective. Boom goes the Dynamite. Let's see how well we did against the Skipper here. And no, you get some good times, and these opponents are just going to be even faster here. Shout out to my friend Skipper with the 2-second win. So we've got 1 dub so far on stream. It's on stream. I'm thinking I'm streaming. 1 dub on video here, 1 draw, guys. And I think we are finally at the last battle here to secure the chest to go for ER. And then I can finally rest Borealis. We'll give SkullCrusher a go. Look at what we're dealing with here. I think this is going to be a similar attack that we just did. So I think we'll drop the flare. Seeker, Seeker, Chopper, 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 Choppa. Seeker, Seeker. Let's get a shock point right here. We're going to follow up with another flare. Let's get a shock right here. And let's get a shock right here. Seekers are making it to the ER right now. I think that split drop is actually working to my advantage here. Come on, choppers. Come on, choppers. There we go. We're going to follow up with a final flare there. Drop a critter box as well. Seekers are in position. I really need to get that 332 or faster here. Looks like we will finish with a 330. The question is, will that be fast enough here? Let's see how well my opponent did. We got Tom. Shout out to Tom. I'm familiar with you, Tom. And these guys are fast. Well done, Tom. But you know what? That's going to be my last battle here to get the chest I need to go for ER. Oh my God, one more battle. You're killing me here. So you know what? We might even actually fall into a 13 here, trying to collect our chests here. Take a look at this madness here. I'm tempted to go full seeker, even though I know full seeker isn't going to be fast enough. So we're going to do a little bit of a split drop here. Let's go. Let's flare the ER up top. Let's drop our 4 choppers and let's drop our seekers here. So we've got to do something crazy like this to make this work here. I'm going to cycle a shock point right now. We're going to follow up with another flare. I think we're going to follow up with another shock point. And we're going to transition to a Hail Mary flare to the final ER. Once again, the Seekers. I get caught off guard with the Seekers going to that ER right there. So that's crazy, guys. Keep in mind that that is active right now in the game. If the ER is lined up on that line, it looks like in the middle here by the SB in the top deck there, your Seekers will directly target that. Unfortunately, I don't think we're winning with the 330. We just pushed 13 forever into 14 now. 330 to 335. Yeah, there's no way I'm winning with this layout and these defenses. But this is the moment that I've been waiting for. This is the moment why we made this video with Borealis, my friends. We are collecting the chests to go for ER. And just like that, guys, 78 tokens. Let's make our way over. Boom! Goes the Dynamite, and we are out of what is the we are out of what is the nasty 3-ER gameplay, and we will get ourselves situated and set up somehow with 4-ER with this very, very naked layout. Well, all right, Skull Army and friends, we will officially be wrapping up the video. Full intentions, excuse me, to be streaming after work today, roughly going for a 7:30, 8 p.m. EST start time. Remember, do not forget to leave a like on today's video. If you are new and you are digging this content, consider subscribing, ring that bell, and yes, stay notified for when I go live and upload awesome Boom Beach content. My friends, we will officially be wrapping up the video. I think it's time to make like a Tom and cruise. Peace, my friends. We'll see you later.